Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Saturday. I hope you spent some time in prayer, spent some time with God. You went to the gym, you got your workout, cardio, food is planned, you got your first wins. And if you have to work today, hey, you got to work today. I know I had to work today. I usually work on Saturdays, but it's like my short day. If I work on Saturday, it's because you're like one of my clients that I enjoy to work with, because Saturdays is like Saturday and Sundays are like my holy days. I try to relax as much as I can and just chill. Like, there's got to be a balance in your life. You can't always work, and expect to be at 100%. I give myself some time to break and rest, just so um, my body knows how to react to the workouts, to the food, everything. Once you're under stress, the body starts to not react. But it is what it is, man. You really have to enjoy your work in order to keep getting better at it with time. And that's one of the things that I take pride in, is I enjoy my job. So it's fulfilling for me. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. That a man without a purpose is very dangerous to himself, to others. A man without a purpose is a man that doesn't have nothing to lose. He might end up in jail. He might end up on the streets. He might end up using drugs. There's a lot of ways where it could end up bad. A man with a purpose is also very dangerous, but he's dangerous to the community, because a man with a purpose changes the community. A man with a purpose helps the community. A man with a purpose, helps others to see that there is a better way, that there is light. A man with a purpose builds companies, builds gyms, builds, whatever it is that they're doing. A man with a purpose does things, makes things happen, foresees things, works. I mean, I could go on and on with the list. Now, there's a lot of men now in today's society that don't know what the purpose is and really don't have even an idea. That was the main question I was getting when I went to go speak to the men the other day, is, how do I know my purpose? And it's a question that I think every male should ask himself, is, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? And that's for everything. That's work, family, everything. Everything. And the advice I could give you, honestly, just straight from the heart and real, raw, is I didn't know what my purpose was. I didn't know what it was until I got on my knees. When I got on my knees and I just laid it all out, that's when my purpose came out. Now, the love for my gym, for being a trainer, for being, in fitness, that love was already placed there by God since I was a kid. That was there. That just a combination with, once my purpose was there, it just kind of blew the door off the hinges. But you need to know what your purpose is, and you won't know that until you give yourself completely to God and let Jesus transform your heart. I know, and I even said it at the meeting the other day. When I was in prison, I used to really dislike Bible thumpers. And there are only a few. Like, I've met some hardcore Christians in prison. I'm still friends with one to this day. But I would hate the Bible thumpers that would pretend to be Christian, and then I would see them smoking weed in the yard, or, watching porn. Just all the stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And, and with me, I believed, but I knew of him, but I didn't know him. But to a certain point, I was like, I don't want to take the chance of it being like real and me playing around with it. So like I didn't do it. I didn't care to read the Bible. I didn't care to go to church. Only when I needed money. But I didn't practice it. And when I got on my knees out here, everybody makes fun of me saying I should have found God in prison, not out here. I wasn't ready. Because if I would have probably found them in there, as soon as I walk out that gate, I would have left them behind. I would have left them right there where I found them. And I'm just being real, being honest. That's the biggest thing I think as a man that you need to be is honest with yourself. Because if you can't be honest with yourself, then you probably can't even be honest with someone else. So I had to really sit down and say, okay, what am I struggling with? I know I'm jealous. I know I have anger issues. I know I have addiction problems. I know I have porn problems. I have all these problems. What do I do with them? How do I find a purpose? Well, guess what? I confess with my mouth that Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I knew that he died on the cross for me. I got on my knees. I submitted. Right away, I wanted to do everything right. So I got married. I got baptized. I stopped listening to certain things because then I started to discover that diet is way more than just food. Diet is everything that we do. What we listen to, what we eat, who we hang around with, everything. So I wanted to make sure that if I was going to ride this, I was going to ride it the right way. I was going to make all the right decisions that needed to be made. Because it says on there, okay, you didn't know better, but now you do. So, I pulled up my sleeves, man. I pulled up my sleeves and I get up, I read, I fellowship, I hang around with other Christians. I talk about Jesus. I share Jesus. I tell people about Jesus. And, and not everybody is responsive to it. Not everybody is open to it. But it's not our job to save nobody. Our job is just to walk the walk, talk the talk, and try to be a little bit more like him every day and less like us. And it works. It works. It works. Trust me. People see me now and they really can't believe it. And the best way, like I've always told everybody, the best way to describe it is Winnie the Pooh and the Tasmanian Devil. Past, present. I still have all the same problems. I still struggle with all the same stuff. It's just that now I have Jesus in my heart. And I'm able to raise up my shield. I'm able to combat evil with prayer. I'm able to wear my helmet. I'm able to, it's the full, people don't understand this. It's a spiritual battle. And to me, it's crazy that people don't believe in this, but they believe in UFOs. I was like, that's why you can't tell me nothing about my salvation and about how I felt that day that I got on my knees. And that's why I tell people, I don't want to try to explain it. I just know that I got a heart transplant that day. My heart changed that day for a fact. And I've told other people in the past, you've tried everything under the sun just like me. Rehab centers, you've tried this. And yes, you get clean for a little bit, but it's not, you don't stay that way. Why? Because there's not God in it first. And that's what needs to happen. He needs to be in the front seat with you all the time. He needs to be one driving. It's teach, not preach. And I believe that the way that I could teach is just by showing and sharing and telling, my story, just everything. My son's coming to visit me in March. That's going to be like huge for me. Everything's been good. I start working at the Lewis prison next week. Be my first day. I'm getting my white card for, like, it's a special pass to go to all the prisons here in Arizona. Yesterday we had a lot of men on the Bible study. Remember, every Friday we have a Wrong to Strong Bible study at 7 p.m. Central Time. It's the same Zoom link I think it's the same Zoom link for about a month. Then it changes. But if you have the link, you can keep using it until it runs out. We had over 50 men yesterday, I believe. And it was, coming in and out. Some would come in, stayed, some would leave. But they were there. I mean, I don't know how to stress this enough, man. If you're tired, if you're just in a place where you just feel hopeless, you feel like there's no answer to nothing, I'm telling you, I was there. I was there, and I was in the trench deep. I always tell people I wear these sunglasses because they've been my shield and my cape my whole life. This world tried to destroy me since day one. Since day one, it tried to destroy me. And for some reason, God has always had his hand around me. For some reason, he picked a wrench like me to do this work. He picked a wrench like me to share his word, his mercy, his forgiveness, his love. He's blessed Wrong and Strong Ministries. It's far out, man. It's far out. But I have to just keep sharing so you guys can keep seeing, keep hearing. Hey, my name's JC. I am Wrong and Strong. I love you guys.